students, today we are going to discuss a new concept called copy constructor in C++. As you already know, any C++ program begins with a class. Let's say a class of a student, and you have another main function which is used to call the student class in the form of an object like student, let's say student1, something like that. Now it is called an object. Now in this we also know that there are private sections and public sections, and the public part we write the constructor. Let's say I am writing a constructor in the name of the class with some arguments, let's say integer a comma integer b, and a and b are, let's say, integer age, integer marks or something, marks, and here let me give integer m. That makes more sense. Now in this constructor, let's say you have initialized age with a and marks with m. So now you would be passing the student1 through the constructor with arguments. Let's say the student1 age is 18 and mark is 70. Now if I want to create another object called student2, let's say student2, in such case, suppose I create the new student2 if I say is equal to student1, then whatever the 18 and 70 marks were there with student1, the initialized ages, they will get copied to this constructor automatically, and this concept is called copy constructor. Now in order to achieve this, what you need to do is you have to create a function. You have to create a function just like the default the constructor. This is a constructor with arguments. So you have to create here a class. Sorry, I'm sorry, it is not class. You have to create let's say student ampersand s, something like this. So this is how you have to create the copy constructor. Now what happens, you have to simply say inside this age is equal to you have to say here you are passing ampersand of s. So you have to say age is equal to s dot age and marks is equal to s dot marks. That's all you have to say, and after that you can finish this. So this is how you implement a copy constructor, and you need not initialize all the parameters every time. You can say student student 3 is equal to student 1, or student 4 is equal to student 1, and so on and so forth. So let's practically see how this can be implemented in a C++ program. Now let me open a new program in the Borland DV C++ under Windows, which I downloaded. So I just, instead of typing it out, I'm copying some lines, fresh lines. So you need these, you know that these two lines are required in any C++ program. Now I am creating, let's say, a student, and as I said, a student class in which I have the age and marks in the private, as I discussed earlier. Then I have a constructor with arguments, and A is equal to age, B is equal to marks, you said. After that, what you are doing is, let's say, so-called the just make you more clear, let me also write down the main function. Let's say it's not over. I'm coming back to this. Let's say the main function is here, and the class was, let's say, getting over here. So the moment I say 18 and 70 will go inside this. Now if I want to say student 2 is equal to student 1, that means so-called the copy constructor. That means the 18 and 70 will automatically go into student 2 also. So how do you do this? How do you do this? So for this you have to create a function that is called a copy constructor function. That is what I told you, in which I already told you student in bracket student ampersand something. Then you can say, if it is obj, you can always say like this. This is how you create a copy constructor. You have done this. Now coming back, if you want to display also these values, we can put a display function so that you can display all these. So now you have a UStream student class. This is the copy constructor part. This is the initialization part. Now display part, that means I can always say here, after copying, I can say student1.display or something. You can say, and student2.display. Let's say we are trying to both I am displaying. So we both should contain 18 and 70 automatically. That is what is the idea. So I call a student 3 also, like for example, I call student 3 is equal to, let's say, student 2. In this case also it should have, now I will display student 3 also, see what each one are looking same. Let us see that. Now if I run this program, it will ask for the file name, so I will say a new 3 or something, so it will execute. Now you see that is here saying there is an error. That is because let us see what is the problem. Okay, there was I think we are not entered this main here, I think so. So it is coming like this. See that all three data, age is also 18, and all constructed got copied automatically into the new objects, because we have used, see, all these three objects are same. Though 1870 is entered into one place, all other places are same, and this was made possible because of the function which was looking like here. It's called copy constructor. See you in the next video. Thank you.